Yo, what up, family? It's your man, Bafana Subsem Tini. And you know what time it is? It's that EarRead Project Podcast special review time. And we're going to review another local book. And when I'm talking about local, you know what I'm referring to. I'm referring to Merafon, Khutsong, Carletonville books. Anything from Forgeville, all the way to Greens Park, wherever, man. If there is an author out there, let me know. I need to get that book, read it, and obviously talk about it. Um, the author today is going to be judged on these three things. First is the packaging and the layout of the book, and number two is going to be just the grammatics, the skill in terms of how they was writing. And lastly, we're going to look at obviously the actual contents of the book, what the book is about, and was it significant for our time and whatnot, maybe probably not. But so I'm gonna just shoot right straight into it, man, because last week we was reviewing Lisedi Mafura, and this time we are reviewing another sister, and her name is Tumelo Sekwala-Pitse, and the name of the book is called The Prayer Shaped Life. And you can hear it from the title that it's for a certain target audience. So A Prayer Shaped Life is obviously, like I said, a Christian book. So if you look at the cover, let's start with the cover. The cover has a rose and it has like water, and so I don't know how water and the flower basically add to a prayer shaped life, but maybe they resemble purity and beauty, and I will just take it from that, because you cannot never be really wrong about most of the stuff that's in the symbolism of the book itself. I would say, yeah, well, a rose is beautiful and it's innocent, so it could resemble purity and and righteousness. And water too. I mean, water is pure and clear, and but it can be very destructive, tsunamis and but let's not get into that. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at the cover. It's a very blue kind of like color, and that's her on the back right there. That's Oslebo, and so I actually know her by Oslebo. I don't know this. I didn't know her real name was Tumelo Sekwala, because at home they call her Lebo, and I was just really obviously confused when I saw the name Tumelo Sekwala-Pitse. But that's the story for another day. So yeah, as you can see, that's how the book looks like, and yeah, I don't really have a problem with the cover. I think it just explains itself, because like I said, it's for a certain target group. So if you're not with that target group, you might never really get it. You know what I mean? Another thing I'm gonna look into is how the book was written. Oh, the book is a memoir. So she speaks about her experiences as a Christian, and she relates them to Bible verses and how she went through them, and how she was going through her challenges, and how she how it, I mean, yeah, man, it's a memoir. I don't even know how to how to even start explaining to you. I mean, my story is my story, bro. Like, there can never be anything wrong with what I say about my life, because that's my life. You can never say I'm wrong about my life. So it's really hard to judge the book from because it's a memoir. But when I'm speaking about the grammatics were good. I think there was, for me, yeah, reasonable errors. I mean, I know she's not like a literary genius, because she didn't go to school for this or anything, and I don't know how when she started writing, but I do know that she has not been here for a long time. Either she has been writing for fun, from the time she was a teenager or something like that, or she just started recently. So I don't have a problem with how the book was written in terms of the grammatics. She wrote reasonably well, and yeah, and she had an editor, and the editor really, I think, did a fantastic job. I think so. I think the editor did a fantastic job. But it's really hard to really judge a memoir, because a memoir is about your personal journey. So I don't have a problem with the grammatics so far, and so on. So let's move into the last part of the review, which is obviously the contents of the book. The contents of the book, like I said, is a memoir, and so I mean it touches, but on very hard topics like compromise, speaking into life things and everything like that. And it felt like a Christian motivational book for me, sort of like a self-help book for Christians. If you're a Christian, this is a book for you. Like I said, people, this is specifically for a certain target group, but I enjoyed the book because I know her personally, and so reading her stories kind of like took me to another level of understanding the kind of person she's trying to be. And I really, really commend her, for living the type of life she's living. I mean, we could use more sisters who are living like that, because she's so adamant and she's so tough, bro. Like, I mean, like I said, that just the term confidence, man, not confidence, but compromise. I mean, she didn't compromise herself until she felt like it was God wanted her to compromise herself, and she did everything. And according to what she said in the book, she did everything that that she did for God. And I mean, that's commendable. So if you're a Christian and you want inspiration and motivation, I think this is the book for you. I think this is the book for people who want to find some sort of peace and some sort of way to deal with their challenges. I think this is the book for you, Christians. And so if you need the book, you can obviously inbox me and I will link you up to her, and you can get yourself a copy. So with that said, I have nothing much to say about the book, because it's not really written from a creative point of view. It is written from, obviously, I would say, a personal point of view from a Christian context. You know what I mean? So I don't know what to say about it, because I might have my own beliefs that I might not even want to share with you at the moment, and they could be contradicted with the book. But it's a wonderfully written book if you wanna, I guess, grow spiritually as a Christian. This is a book for you. So I don't know. I cannot say more from here. And let me just really put it out there while I'm doing these reviews. I think that we need to start really engaging on such topics when an author from our location, because we live here, we understand the struggles that we go through as a people on a day-to-day in this town, or in this what do we call in this part of the district. You know what I mean? We really need to start talking about these things, man, because the authors that are writing these things are writing them from a good place, and they just really trying to meet us somewhere. And if we don't really engage, and we just buying the books and calling it support, that's not enough for me. I think that we need to buy the book and engage the author on the book, so that we can understand why they wrote the book, and then we can really find some sort of breakthrough for our people in Khutsong. Because I don't think they just writing these books for entertainment reasons. They really trying to help people and help themselves, and for me that's a good thing. So let's engage, man. Let's speak about the arts. Let's speak about the works of other people. Let's not be cooped up in our own worlds and our own egos and whatnot. Let's really engage. That's what art is all about. Art is about engaging, because you cannot really scale art. That's the beauty of it. So with that said, I'm gonna leave you here, man. It's the EarRead Project Podcast special review, and Subset is signing out. What? See you next time. One love.